I never thought this could be true. I'm living my life, living without you. Feeling all this happiness. Usually I'll be a stress. Strength to strength and change.
My Simply Beauties. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Before we get started into the introduction, I just want to say thank you all for the views, the comments, the likes, the subscriptions. I hope they just go nothing but up for 2021. I am back, I am better, I am stronger, and I am so excited to use this platform as my testimony, y'all. Like, we'll have story time, get ready with me story times. That's something that I definitely want to apply on this channel moving forward, because y'all, God, you know, and you don't have to be a believer in God. You can be a believer in anything. But one thing, if I don't know anything, 2020 has taught me you got to find some type of faith, whatever it is, to get you through these storms that we are going through currently. And it's not just one race, one nationality, one gender. It's everybody, rich, poor, famous, not famous. It's crazy out here. So, but that's behind us and we are moving forward. And today I am bringing you this beautiful blonde wig that I just colored and rooted and crimped. And baby, I am looking like Junior Beyonce over here. Enough babbling. Let's get into this look. Okay, my Simply Beauties, let's get into this look. So of course I purchased my hair from AliExpress. The vendor that I used was UWIGS. The communication was excellent. I worked with the customer service Grace, and she was with me every step of the way. So I really appreciated that while purchasing my wig. With the wig came a wig cap, which we love, always a little gift, and as well as the care instructions for the unit. So like I stated, this is a 28-inch, 180 density wig, because of course we do not do skimp wigs over here. No ma'am. It was packaged great in my opinion and was very secure, and I felt that the wig was as described. Now, I have to say one of the downfalls on this wig is, to me, the lace. It is a 13 by 4 by 1, and I have to say I'm just not a fan of those type of units. It has nothing to do with the hair company, it's just the unit itself. There's not a lot of parting space, as you can see. And if you are a true believer in making sure your lace looks natural, this is nearly impossible to do with the lack of parting space. But I'm gonna, of course, show you how I customized it to the best of my ability and to get it looking natural. The hair was very soft when taken out of the package, so that's always a plus. Okay, so I've got my wig on my mannequin head with my T-pins, and right now I'm sectioning off my sections to work with. I decided not to root the entire head because I felt it was a waste of product and time, so I sectioned the wig off in 3 parts. The back is the part that I'm not going to root, and the top part I split in 2, and that's what I will be showing you how to root. So I'm going to take a edge control brush and I'm going to start rooting the front hairline of the unit. And ladies, this is honestly the best way, especially if you are dealing with a 13x6 or even like this unit, a 13x4x1. It's just a more precise way of rooting your lace front. So it prevents you from getting it on the actual lace itself, as well as give you a more precision as far as where is the rinse actually going. And you want to make sure that you have a clear, clean space while rooting your hair, because you don't want it to transfer anywhere that it's not supposed to be. And as you can see, I'm just slowly working my way and making sure that it is rooted properly from the track all the way to the point that I want it to be rooted at. Okay, so I wanted to definitely share with you all why I decided to do a rinse instead of a box color. Simple as it is a one-step coloring process. And what I mean by that is when you are doing a permanent color, the longer that it sits on your hair, the longer it's going and the more it's going to process. So with a rinse, you know, as soon as you put it on your unit, that's the color that it's going to be. And so I rooted the parts that I desired, and then went back in and toned the hair. So like I said, it just made it an easy process, faster, less product, and a lot more cheaper.
It's legit, you know it's a hit when the Neptune got the doggy dog finna spit. You know he's in tune with the season. Come here, baby, tell me why you leaving. Tell me if it's weed that you need. If you won't breathe, I got the best weed on the seas. If nobody tripping, VIP they can't get in, can't get in, can't get in, can't get in. Don't think about it, boy, leave her alone. What? Nigga, you ain't no cheat. She likes my tone, my cologne, and the way I roll. You ain't no cheat. You with your friend, right? Yeah. She ain't trying to fuck over no man, right? No. She ain't gotta be in a distance. She can get high all in an instant.
And as you can see, I am working my way around this unit, and honey, it is looking gorgeous. I will say when you get closer to the back, you can just use a regular coloring brush, one of those flat brushes that you buy at the beauty supply store. It'll be a little bit quicker, but I just decided to take the toothbrush throughout. But look at that. Yes. And that is the completed root. Look. And so I'm going to let that sit for about an hour. And as I'm letting it sit, we are going to apply the toner. So once again, I like to work in a clean working space. So I'm sectioning the unit off by 4, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. And it just makes it a lot more easier and just more neat, So you want to make sure you have everything neat because you're working with colors. I know one thing, I could not have been a hairdresser because the way I am yanking this mannequin head, like, honey, sweetie, hold your head still, please. Anyways, so it was a little bit of shedding during this process of coloring the hair. I guess that's okay. It is what it is. But I'm going to take this Willow Charm T35 and 20 developer, and I'm going to pour it into my ghetto mixing cup that I have made. So it has the instructions on how to do the process of this toner, but I'm going to tell you anyways. So every toner that you pour in, you want to double that. in developer. Okay. So this is a technique that I picked up from a YouTuber where she parted out in fours, and she started by shadow boxing around the perimeter, the square perimeter of the section that she was working on. And then she started doing it row by row. So that's kind of what I'm doing here, starting off by doing the shadow around the rim of my first square. And then I'm gonna go in and part my sections off and work my way up. Now, I forgot to put this in the video because, for time's sake, but when you get up to the rooting part, you want to make sure as you're applying the toner, you do not get it on the part that you have already rooted. That is kind of a mistake that I made listening to a YouTuber, and it kind of made it look a little weird. So I did have to go back in and root it one more time. Ladies, whatever you do, please wear gloves. I had the worst bleach spots, burns on my hand, and it hurt. Now, I want to show you this method. This is the Got2b spray, and it seals your lace. So you're supposed to do this before rooting, but it didn't really matter on this unit because it started off as a 613, and so the roots were blonde, and with me coloring the roots brown, it matched with my skin tone with, a little bit of powder foundation, so it was fine. But this technique can be used for any coloring. You want to seal off that lace and protect that hairline. Yes, she is looking good, that hairline. So I just took some conditioner that I found in my pantry. But ladies, honestly, if you have purple shampoo, use that. I would highly recommend that you ladies use that. But if you don't have it, that's totally fine. But if you do, go ahead and slap that on. And an alternate choice would be conditioner only, not shampoo, because that will strip the color that you just put on. So conditioner or the purple shampoo, and rinse with cold water. Yes, who is she? We don't know. Ooh, get it? Oh, 8. Okay, so let's get this party started. We have crimped her, we have plucked her, we have gotten her looking gorgeous. She is dried, air dried only. And I have put the powder foundation to fix the lace. Throw that bad boy on and pop in. So I've got a big noggin, so I'm making sure everything is in place. Now y'all see that little shadow right there? That is the wig, and that's my problem with this 13 by 6 by 1 unit. There is no plucking space, there is no parting space, but that's all right because we're gonna get it together, okay? So during this process, I'm gonna just let you watch and see how I personally apply my units. I know you've seen tons of videos before, but I just want to show you my little spin on how I, apply these wigs to give you this flawless hairline. Okay, a little beauty tip. When applying your glue, you want to find an object that has a flat surface, whether it is an eyebrow razor or nail filer, something that is flat to spread along. Not too much glue. Do not use your hands. The oils from your hands will defeat the purpose of the stickiness. And apply at least 3 layers. And the purpose of me cutting my lace front in 4 is to work in smaller sections. It allows you to pay attention to what needs to be done, and it's just a seamless finish. Now that is a part of that unit, so of course, like I said, I'm going to show you with a little bit of powder foundation how we disguise that. And as you can see, I am taking the back of the comb and pressing it while moving forward. And that just seals that right off, connecting the glue to your skin, giving that flawless hairline. Now this is what make or break your hairline as well. You want to use either a eyebrow razor or very small defined cutting scissors. It's just a difference. You don't want to cut straight across. As you can see, I'm going through it zigzag motion, and it gives you a true hairline. Now, this is how we are going to disguise the unit that we cannot control. We are going to take our powder foundation, similar to our skin tone, and just work it in and all the way through, even to the thread. You need to make sure it is completely covered and it looks like it's just skin. If you have areas like that on the hairline, just take that glue on the back of your hand with the rat tail comb and fill that puppy in. Yes, I'm going to take the back of our comb and press it down. Flawless. Now, one thing I did not show on video is after you do that, you need to take your elastic band and tie your hair up for about 20 minutes. That is the key. And there you have it, Miss Baby Sasha Fierce in the building, okay? Looking great. Ladies, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you loved it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you next time.